ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. A musician is singing, Sri Ramakrishna is in ecstasy, and he is in such a state, entering into deep samadhi. This song is going on, undaunted in this war between gods and demons, laughing a terrible laugh. She slays the fleeing asuras. The tendency of within us also, we see one day or the other, we have to conquer all the inner enemies. Then we'll understand what is meant by asuras. They are always the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, simple ahankara, because of which the whole story is going on. Just because I possess a ahankara, I am, and associated with body. I am associated with Atman would have been nice. You are the ocean of bliss. You are the one who accommodates all lives on this earth and beyond. But here we see this entirely a different picture. Being body, we move about in this world. And does it sustain? Is it true? It is eternal? No. Every moment, now and then it is missing. Night comes, anytime we sleep, we are dissociated. This world doesn't exist anymore. The moment I sleep, the world, along with my body, disappears. Which is real. As we grow in our age, we see the whole thing. In the early life, we do not understand this world is something appearance, because there is a sense of continuity. In dream state we enter a similar world, but there is no continuity. Here, when I sleep, it disappears. When I wake up, the things remain in the same state, it continues. Or I may sleep and wake up to see that all my relations, the understanding, my knowledge, which had till then was in abeyance or inexpressed way, expresses again. When I go to sleep, everything in deep sleep, no knowledge of mine of this world, myself or relative or nothing remains. When I get into sleep, everything is erased. But it remains in seed form. When I awake, as I awake to the waking state, they slowly manifest, and again there is a continuity. Suppose it ends like life ending. Yeah, life ends. Temporary separation from body is sleep. Permanent separation is death. I am continuing my journey from one body to the another body. When I move from this body to another body, I will see that all things related to this world, this previous, this one, totally gets deleted, and we can no more perceive anything anymore. Everything is deleted. Of last life I don't remember anything. I don't even remember I had a last birth. Like that, suppose I sleep, when I wake up, all my knowledge that I had gained disappears. Then there is no way by which I can continue. There is a total disconnection. There is no more continuity. Now for the continuity to exist, we need something more, something that can enlighten us. So here we see this terrible law of slaves fleeting asuras. Then we understand what a tremendous force within is making us continue this life. And then we see the inner enemies, all enemies continue. And the impermanency of life on one side, uncertainty of tomorrow, and then all these enemies continue. As we slowly move towards aging, we find there is no much difference between dream state and waking state. In early life we don't realize much that this world is a passing event, like the impermanency and uncertainty that is in the world. We don't perceive, we don't pay attention to the impermanency. Oh, all this is a passing event. Where is my younger days? Where is my school days? Where is my college days? All are going. Where is yesterday? It is gone forever. So when we see the impermanency and uncertainty, in young days we don't see because of the hopes of tomorrow. Everything is prospective, everything is good and nice. But as we cross the middle ages and start entering into the old age, our attention slowly passes. Oh, what happened? I am becoming old. Then slowly the passing, everything is passing. Attention goes slowly towards the passing events. I have to go now. Everything will remain as it is. One by one, my great-grandfathers passed away, my grandfathers passed away, my fathers passed away. I am also going. It's coming and going. Play is going on. So this uncertainty and impermanency start giving us viveka. We come across, all this is just a dream. Our life passed away. Then differentiation between dream state and waking state becomes, it is as unreal as dream world. Where is it? It's gone away. Now everything I have to leave and go. Every day was going like that, but I did not care for it. I did not pay my attention. Now it's going forever. So here we see the differentiation. Now to fight the inner enemies, why did I miss? Where did I miss? How did I how was I clinging to this world which is so impermanent? I wanted to make so many things and preserve and live here for eternally. But it is not so. So all inner enemies clearly we identify. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsya, which was keeping me engaged. Internally constant war was going on, externally unable to fulfill my desires, inner desires. Outside war was going on. So now there, when we see this at cosmic level, imagine how the asuras and devatas, same as within us, the good and bad tendencies are there. So here, every bit, before you transcend the nature and enter into the transcendental realm, before you attain that mukti state, before you enter into the everlasting state of existence, nitya shashvata jivana, before we enter, we have to kill all these inner enemies, the asuras within us, and each you will chase and try to kill. You want to destroy, you want to eliminate. So this elimination slowly becomes the yes, I have to do. Now we take the support of the Divine Mother. This, you have to fight and you have to get it now. So we see, then she slays the fleeing asuras, laughing her terrible laugh. She slays the fleeing asuras. Asuras, see, the moment, many of the direct disciples also say, the moment you recognize Maya, it disappears. Try to search for the I within. Very difficult to find out. Where is that I? Where is it? Try to search, it is not there. Everything is there because you turn inward and search, the I is behind your mind. I cannot be identified. You want to search for the I, suppose with mind you have to search. Behind mind stands the I. Somehow you turn inward and start searching. So wherever you focus your mind and start searching, behind mind it is there. External, all things I can recognize and search and find out. But when I try to search my I slowly moves behind the mind. Mind is searching, you see, I is behind it always. Intellect wants to search behind. When this mind dissolves, that's why it's called manonasha. Manonasha, tattvajnana and vasanakshaya take place at a time. Yugapat, the destruction of mind, what is behind is seen. Immediately with the mind, the ego, the false ego was holding on to the self, and that disappears. Just like when I sleep, we enter into sleep, my waking ego dissolves and sleeping ego comes up. From sleep to deep sleep when I go, dream state ego dissolves and deep sleep ego presents. So how the ego is, then find out, our Ramana Maharshi says, try to find out who am I, koham, who am I. It's the search for who am I. Then he says this is when the jada and chetana, jada is bodily existence, body, mind, senses, intellect, all these layers, one after the other, till my spiritual existence. This is jada. And I have chetana, chaitanya. I am consciousness. I am chaitanya swarupa. I have two existences, bodily existence and spiritual existence. Now, when I enter the second stage of deep sleep, One by one layer I am leaving and going, with which I have identified in waking state. Body I leave in sleep, I enter into dream state, I leave the mind and senses, then dream ends, I enter into deep sleep, then all my knowledge, everything is coming to seed form, remains in my causal body, leaving all that in causal body. I alone, the consciousness, Chaitanya, my Chaitanya Swarupa alone is there, leaving all the aspects of nature in the second stage of my deep sleep. When I expand, my individual consciousness, Vyashti Chaitanya, expands in the universal consciousness. The Ishvara, the Jiva Tattva is merging in the Shiva Tattva. Every day when I enter into deep sleep, second stage. In first stage of deep sleep, all my knowledge and everything is becoming, entering into seed form, like songs in pen drive, unmanifest state. It enters. No manifestation, no knowledge is expressed, but it is there in seed form. And then I alone living, because even this knowledge which we get of the external world belongs to nature. I live that everything, and myself, pure spiritual existence, separates, but it is individualized consciousness. Vyashti Chaitanya expands in the Samashti Chaitanya. I become one with God and enjoy the bliss, Ananda. Both are Ananda Swarupa. Then again, my karmas are pending. I shrink and start projecting out. So this continues. Then you see that ego, how that ego, the moment the awarenesses begin, my knowledge, everything is starting, first what appears is ego. And then all knowledge, everything, mind, senses, everything comes. Mahat Tattva, when we refer to the Sankhya philosophy, at cosmic level, first the cosmic I appears. After that Akash, Advayu, Vayu, Agni, all the other things come later on. The I comes first. When we wake up, first the I comes. Then all knowledge, this, that, everything manifests. How? The Chaitanya and Jada, my bodily existence and my spiritual existence, they come together, immediately ego shoots up. This ego neither belongs to Chaitanya nor belongs to Jada. It is not a part of Prakriti. Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas. But Ahankara is not there. Ahankara shoots up from nowhere. Just because Chaitanya comes, ego comes. The bodily identity of the Chaitanya, immediately an ego appears. So this ego is this self, which is an artificial self, that has no reality. It is exactly like a image in mirror. It has no existence, but in all movements it is moving. Image you can see talking, moving about, doing all activities as I do. But it has no existence. It is a borrowed existence of the mirror. Like that, my ego. This self has to be destroyed. This I has to be destroyed. This is the 4 yogas try to destroy this self, the artificial self, to know the real self. Bhakti yoga is self-surrender. We give it to God and we remain the Chaitanic existence. In Jnana yoga, we self-knowledge. Who am I? Self-knowledge. In Karma yoga, self-sacrifice. In Karma yoga, self-sacrifice. In Raj yoga, self-control. The self has to be destroyed. In 4 yogas, it takes different paths to destroy that I. See, even that's why our elders tell us, when you are doing sadhana, don't do yourself. Surrender the ego, let God be present, and you do the sadhana. Otherwise, it won't be possible to reach the perfection. Because ego is there, it no more becomes sadhana. Whatever sadhana I do, the ego is to be destroyed. It is taking different shapes. Last as the sadhaka. There also I am trying to meditate, I am trying to meditate. I am doing japa, I am doing worship. That I persists. How to eliminate this I and do the sadhana with an attitude of surrender. Lord, I know I can't do anything. This nature, such a vast nature, varieties of forces working in it, and within internal nature, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ahankara, ragadvesha, all these, especially the ragadvesha, attachments and aversions, likes and dislikes. These things, is it possible ever for a man to conquer? Can we conquer our inner enemies? So comes the question, always question remains. So I know I can't. You have to get it done. I am at your disposal. Make me meditate upon you. Give me that strength to face all these enemies. Then we will understand what is asuras within us, how the Divine Mother chases. The power within, individually it cannot do. You see in the Durga Saptashati, you will see all, when the asuras grow in large number and start torturing, then we see all devasas joining together. They are getting defeated individually, they cannot do. Now the collective force, when they join together, then each one's energy, the Devata energy of all this together, manifest, join together, and the Divine Mother appears there. And there, everyone gives their ayudha, which the power with which they can conquer some of the forces of nature. Collectively it can face and destroy anything. That Divine Mother, there is a Divine Mother within every one of us, and we have to awaken. How awaken? Is she not awake? She is awake, but is expecting you to operate. Now it is like your laptop is on, but you have to give the command. Otherwise it will not do. It is awake. It is waiting for the orders. It is waiting for the request. Mother, help me. Immediately help is there. Yes, my child, what do you want? So that application, that demands surrender. Again, if I keep ego, Mother cannot interfere. When some of the people, they want to help their children and grandchildren, I feel, for grandchildren and children, I am there, and for me, children and grandchildren are there. God doesn't have any purpose. He is free. I take care of my children and grandchildren. Grandchildren and children will take care of me. So we are happy. God doesn't have any work. So when we start depending, I can't take care of them. They are under the karmic load. I am under my karmic load. How can I take care of them? When we see, when I was in forest, one forester's mother was in hospital. All of a sudden her hand started swelling up. It became a huge burden like. Within days, it started swelling, and everything became greenish yellow, and she was taken to the hospital. Within 3 days, it started going. The doctor who saw, he said, "You have to immediately operate. There is pus filled in your arm." And they opened it, and they took out about 2 liters of pus from her hand. And everything came slowly. Within 3 days, the healing started. And she had other ailments like asthma, so many problems she had. The doctor said, "Don't worry, I have medicine for everything. You'll become perfectly normal. Even your diabetes and everything can be brought within control. You just heal this and come after 4 days, I will start treating you." She came home and saw in the next day in newspaper the doctor's photo is there. He has passed away. What care do you take? What assurance we give? Where are we? So we cannot take care of anybody. God has to give us the strength to take care of others. If He gives strength, only if He makes us stand, then only we can do. Otherwise we can't. So dependence on God for everything. To get up, and I can't assure I'll be able to walk till then. After standing, I may collapse. Recently, after the surgery, the doctor whom I went and met, the doctor said, "Don't thank me. I have not done any surgery or curing for you. God has done it. How can I say I will do or I am doing? There is no assurance of I can cross this threshold." He was sitting in a cabin. Before I keep my step out, I may be no more in this world. So much uncertainty, this world. So thank God for all that. Similarly, when we do sadhana, spiritual practices, when we call on God, we try to meditate, "Oh Lord, you help me. You take me inside. I don't know how to turn inward. I don't know how to concentrate. I don't know how to dive within. You help me. You show me the path. You guide my intellect. You guide my everything that I need you to be driven and guided." So comes the whole thing, the surrendering the ego, we do the sadhana. Otherwise sadhana becomes work, and work has its own effects. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.